Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Confident English Podcast. This is the place where you learn real English, step by step, no stress. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Alex. Hi, Sophie. It is so good to be here. Ready for another great lesson today.
Oh, yes, Alex. Today's topic, I think you are going to love it.
Sophie, can I tell you something?
Of course. What is it?
I went to the barber yesterday.
Oh, really? How did it go?
Not great, Sophie. Not great at all.
Oh, no. What happened?
I sat down in the chair. The barber asked me what I wanted, and I pointed at my head.
You pointed at your head?
Yes, like this. I had no idea what to say in English.
Oh, Alex, I completely understand that feeling.
The barber looked at me. He waited. I just said, short, maybe?
Short? Maybe? That is very funny, Alex.
And he cut it very short, Sophie. Very, very short.
Oh, so today's lesson is perfect for you.
Exactly. This is exactly what I needed.
So, today we are talking about English at the hair salon or barber. This is a very important topic for our friends learning English.
Yes, because everyone needs a haircut, right?
Exactly. And with the right phrases, you can describe exactly what you want. No more pointing at your head, Alex.
No more pointing. I am ready to learn.
Great. Let's get started. So, Alex, imagine you walk into a hair salon today. What do you say first?
Maybe I say, hello, I need a haircut?
That works, but here is a more natural way. You can say, I'd like a trim, please.
I'd like a trim. What is a trim?
Great question. A trim means a small cut, just a little bit. You keep the same style, but it looks fresh and clean.
Ah, so it's not a big change.
Exactly. I'd like a trim, please. Very polite, very natural.
I'd like a trim, please. I like that. It sounds professional.
Perfect. Now, what if you want less hair on top?
Oh, like, can you take a little off the top?
Yes, excellent. Can you take a little off the top? You just used that phrase perfectly.
Take a little off the top, like removing a small amount.
Exactly. Take off means to remove, and a little means not too much. Very important words there.
What if I want to keep my hair long? I love long hair.
Then you say, I want to keep it long.
I want to keep it long. Simple. I can say that.
Yes, keep is a very useful word here. It means don't change it, keep it the same.
Like keep it long or keep it short.
Exactly. You can use keep for many things. Now, what about the sides?
Ah, yes. What if I want shorter sides, like a modern haircut?
You say, can you cut it shorter on the sides?
Can you cut it shorter on the sides? Oh, that is so useful.
Very useful. And notice, shorter on the sides, not more short. In English, we say shorter. That's the comparative form.
Right. Shorter, not more short. Good to know.
Now, what about the back of your hair?
Leave it the same length in the back.
Yes, perfect, Alex. Leave it the same length in the back. This tells the hairdresser, don't change the back. Keep it the same.
Leave it the same length. I like that phrase. It's very clear.
Exactly. Clear is always good at the salon. Now, here's an interesting one. Have you heard of a fade?
A fade? Like fading away?
Yes, a little bit. A fade is a haircut where the sides are very, very short at the bottom and they get gradually longer going up.
Oh, many men have that style. It looks very clean.
Exactly. So you say, I'd like a fade.
I'd like a fade. Short and simple.
Very short, very clear. The barber will understand immediately.
What if I have very thick hair? A lot of hair.
Oh, then you need this phrase. Can you thin it out a little?
Thin it out. So remove some of the thickness.
Yes, thin out means to make the hair lighter and less heavy, not shorter, just less thick.
Ah, that is very different from cutting it shorter.
Exactly. And for women especially, this next phrase is very popular. I want layers, please.
Layers? Like layers of a cake?
Yes, like a cake. Layers in hair means different lengths cut at different heights. It gives the hair movement and volume.
I want layers, please. That sounds like something a fashion model would say.
Maybe, but it is for everyone. Very common phrase. Now let's talk about what happens during the cut.
Yes, because sometimes the hairdresser cuts too much.
Exactly. And when that happens, you can say, that's too short.
That's too short. I needed that phrase yesterday, Sophie.
I know, and it is simple. 3 words, but very important.
What if I want to check the back of my head?
You ask, can you show me the back?
Oh, yes. The hairdresser uses a mirror, right?
Yes, they hold a mirror behind you, so you say, can you show me the back? Very polite, very practical.
Can you show me the back? I would definitely use that.
Good. And if it's almost right, but you want just a little more cut, you say, I'd like it a little shorter.
A little shorter, not too much shorter, just a little bit.
Exactly. A little is very important here. It keeps things polite and precise. And here's the interesting part. The last phrase is the best one.
Which one?
When you love the result, when the haircut is perfect, you look in the mirror and you say, this is exactly what I wanted.
This is exactly what I wanted. That feels so good to say.
It really does. And for the barber, it is the best compliment.
Now I have one more question. What about clippers versus scissors?
Ah, great question. If you prefer scissors over an electric clipper, you say, can you use scissors, not clippers?
Some people have sensitive ears. The clipper sound is very loud.
True. So just ask, can you use scissors, not clippers? Easy.
And one more. I heard people say a number 2 at the barber. What does that mean?
Oh, yes. This is for the clippers. Clippers have different sizes. Number 1, number 2, number 3. A number 1 is very, very short. A number 2 is a little longer.
Ah, so I usually go for a number 2, means I always choose that size.
Exactly. I usually go for a number 2. Very common at the barber. Now that we know all these phrases, let's try using them. I have a fun situation for us. Okay, Alex, I will be the hairdresser and you are the customer. Ready?
Ready. Let's do this.
Hello, welcome. Please sit down. What can I do for you today?
Hi. I'd like a trim, please.
Of course. How much do you want to take off?
Can you take a little off the top? And can you cut it shorter on the sides?
Sure. And what about the back?
Leave it the same length in the back, please.
Perfect. Do you want me to thin it out at all?
Yes, actually. Can you thin it out a little? My hair is very thick.
No problem. Okay, how is this looking?
Can you show me the back?
Of course. Pause. Here you go.
Oh, I like it a little shorter on the left side.
Done. How is that?
This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. You're all done. Wait, do I pay now? Yes, Alex, you pay now.
That was so much fun. I feel like I can go to any barber now and speak with confidence.
If you are enjoying this lesson, please like the video right now. Subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend who is learning English.
And if you're still watching, comment the word haircut below. We want to know you're here with us today.
We love seeing your comments. It makes us very happy.
It really does.
Sophie, can I tell you the full story about yesterday? Oh yes, I want to hear everything.
Okay, so I walked into this new barber shop. Very modern, very stylish.
Nice.
I sat down. The barber put the cape around me. You know, that big black cloth.
Yes, yes.
And he asked me, "What are we doing today?"
And you pointed at your head?
Yes, but wait, here's the interesting part. He didn't understand, so he asked again, "Do you want a trim, a fade, what length?"
Oh no, so many questions.
I panicked, Sophie. I completely panicked. I said, "Yes, short, maybe number?"
Number? Just number?
Just number. Not even a number, just the word number.
Oh, Alex.
He looked at me very seriously. He said, "Number 1, number 2, number 3, and I thought bigger number means more hair, right?
Right.
So I said number 4, just to be safe.
And what happened?
He cut it very short, Sophie. Apparently, number 4 is still quite short for this barber.
Oh no.
I looked in the mirror and I thought I needed to say I'd like it a little shorter, but it was already too short.
You needed, that's too short, but it was too late.
Exactly. But you know what? The barber was very kind. He showed me the back. He asked, "Can you show me the back?" Those were his exact words.
So now you know that phrase perfectly.
Yes, now I know all the phrases. Do you know what I will say next time?
What?
"I'd like a trim, please. Leave it the same length in the back. And can you use scissors, not clippers?"
That is perfect, Alex. See? Now you are ready.
And if everything goes well, I will look in the mirror and say, "This is exactly what I wanted."
That is the goal, every single time. Okay, let's talk about some common mistakes. Alex, are you ready to make some errors?
I am always ready to make errors.
Okay, many people say, "I want to cut my hair short."
Is that wrong?
It can be confusing because "I want to cut my hair" sounds like you are cutting your hair yourself.
Oh, but I am not a hairdresser.
Exactly. The better way is "I'd like my hair cut short," or simply, "Can you cut it shorter?"
Ah, can you cut it shorter? You are talking to the hairdresser.
Exactly. Much clearer. Now, another one. Some people say, "Make my hair more short."
Oh, I almost said that today in the role play.
Yes, but in English we say shorter, not more short. Short, shorter, shortest. That is the rule for short adjectives.
Short, shorter, shortest. Got it.
Good. And here's a tricky one. People sometimes say, "I want a haircut number 2."
What should they say?
I usually go for a number 2, or simply, "A number 2, please." The word haircut is not needed here. The barber understands.
A number 2, please. Clean and simple.
Exactly. Simple is always better at the barber. Now, let's go a little deeper. Alex, do you know the difference between formal and informal at the salon?
Is there a difference?
A little. For example, "I'd like a trim, please," is polite and formal. You can say it to any hairdresser.
And what is more informal?
At a casual barber with a friend, you might just say, "Just a trim, mate," or "Just clean it up a bit."
Clean it up a bit. What does that mean exactly?
It means make it look neat and tidy, not a big change, just fresher.
Like a trim, but more casual.
Exactly. And here's an advanced phrase. Some people say, "I want a textured cut."
Textured. What is texture?
Good question. Texture in hair means the hair has different layers and directions. It looks natural and relaxed, not flat and heavy.
Like a messy but beautiful style.
Exactly. Messy but beautiful. That is a great way to describe it. Now, here's an interesting thing. In a hair salon for women, people often say, "I want a blowout."
A blowout? That sounds dramatic.
It does, but a blowout just means wash the hair and blow dry it in a beautiful style. No cutting.
Ah, so a blowout is about style, not length.
Very different from a trim or a fade.
Sophie, here's a question. What if I'm nervous? What if I forget all these phrases?
That is such a good question. Here's my advice. Use one simple phrase, just one. "I'd like a trim, please." That is enough to start. Then you can add more.
Start simple, then add more phrases as you feel confident.
Exactly. Just like learning English, one step at a time. Okay, everyone, that is our lesson for today. English at the hair salon and barber. You now have 14 powerful phrases.
14. Use them. Practice them. Go get that haircut.
If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
And remember, share this video with a friend who is learning English. This lesson could help them so much.
We really appreciate your support. Every like, every comment, every share, it means everything to us.
We love being part of your English journey. We're right here with you, every step of the way.
And don't forget, comment haircut below. Tell us, when was the last time you went to the barber or salon?
We want to read your stories. Maybe yours is funnier than mine.
Nothing is funnier than number.
Just number. Classic Alex moment.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy learning. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.